Your first impressions, having been around the studio?
Well, I've just been told that the system is so simple that an idiot could operate it. So I will be stretching that advice to its limit.
What would you describe as the highlights of the last series of shows you did with Sean?
I think do-it-yourself brain surgery. I think that really caught on. A lot of people started trying to take their own brains out as a result of that show. And I think we did a service to humanity, because if you're stupid enough to want to take your own brain out, you probably should. Anyway, yeah.
In the real world, what's the most irritating thing about Dave?
Probably the fact
That I'm never wrong.
Well, no, sometimes you are, but no, there's not a lot wrong with him, really. I've known him 32 years, been best of friends. He won't admit to it, but he looks after me.
Please don't ask me the same question, because you could run out of tape.
That's a good speech there.
Oh, excellent.
Can you play that?
Paul, can I just borrow you for a minute? Do you want to show me the studio and just talk me through it in simple language? So, Paul Tasker, how do I describe you?
Oh, you're filming me? Just producer, really. Producer of the radio station. And for its sound and technical side of things, really.
So what does all this mean as far as the listeners are concerned? Is this going to be something different? Is it going to be better from what they used to have years ago?
Technology is adapting. At the moment, you can listen online, and it will actually... The software tells you what's playing, which is very clever. But now we've adapted, and we've gone on to iOS and Android. So basically, listeners can now listen on the phones. So if they've got an iPhone or they've got an Android phone, all the listeners can listen now by their mobile device.
You've had a career in TV, in TV directing.
I still have, I think. I hope.
Has a call come through yet for you to direct something?
I'm hopefully going to be doing Musketeers, the Saturday night swashbuckling, beat people on the head with sticks kind of show. Yes.
So have you got all these perhaps offers of doing, this TV series, directing them? What are you doing with a local radio station?
To be honest, it's good training. I enjoy it. I get to speak to Sean, who's my worst enemy, and I think the other thing about it is it's an opportunity to be creative myself, because as a director, you spend all your time telling other people how to do it, right? But you don't get a chance to do it yourself. I mean, look at it. A cameraman has a great big camera. Sound recorders have booms and things. What's a director got? A script. It's pathetic.
Are you producing Sean's show?
I'll be producing him, yes.
If the tables were turned, would you like to be produced by Sean?
No, that would be insane. It goes against the grain and evolution as well. Darwin was wrong, I think. So, in Sean's case.
All the best, Dave.
Thank you very much indeed. Good luck.
Now with Trevor and Dave inside mighty Southport Radio. You've got your guests arriving as we speak. How do you think it's going?
Fantastic so far. More the merrier. That's what we welcome everybody here at Mighty Radio. All about Southport, of course. And anybody who wants to get in touch with us, they can do by just dropping us an email to mightysouthport.co.uk. Anybody who's never tried radio before would be willing to see them, won't we, Dave? We don't mind. We'll give them all a whirl.
We will. It's been a long time working on it since we last did our test transmission in Southport, but we've been building it, the studio up over the last 6 months and planning it. Got a lot of the presenters back. We're having a bit of a launch tonight. A few drinks and getting the presenter list together, starting the schedule for the shows, introducing new people, new shows, new guests. It's going to be new, it's going to be fresh, it's going to be good, and it's on the internet. It's going to start off local, but who knows where it could go. It could go national, it could go international, but there's one thing for sure, we're going to give it everything we can. Me and Trevor have put it back together with the help of Paul. Without Paul, and Paul's going to be an integrated part of Mighty, we wouldn't have got what we've got here, because the software, the website. I'm going to pass you over to Paul when I've finished, and I can go and have a beer and get involved. We've got a massive wealth of experience, not just in community radio, but in commercial radio. Everyone's been involved in some part of it. We've got the experience here. We just need to pull it in now. We've got great business experience, got technical experience with Paul, and other people that will be involved. We've got already interest from local business. We've already got interest from national. Who wants to do what? We've got an idea what you all want to do. Dave, back on board doing the Sundays. Sean and Dave doing the Saturday nights, and Mark, I can't remember what night you used to do, but
well, we changed a couple of times.
okay. So again, but we
Radio,
want
internet,
or
internet radio. It's definitely the thing of the future.
I don't know. I'll have to leave that to more intelligent people than I am. I do listen on the radio occasionally, but I haven't got it in my car yet. Most of the time that I do, I listen in the car. But certainly when I'm at home and the kids, it's all streamed. Everything is streamed now. I don't think they've turned. The kids haven't turned the radio on for ages. But the only time I listen is in the car, often.
And if all goes according to plan, you'll be doing another art show every weekend again?
That is yet to be discussed. I couldn't possibly. That would be so rude of me.
They tell me they're hoping to make a decision tonight. They want to find out what people want to do and see whether it slots into what they're planning. So
okay, so they want to see how big the bribes are and that sort of stuff, and how much schmoozing we can do. So anyway, I'm going to go and do some pretty good schmoozing now and see what I can do. Yeah, the only thing is because I'm working a lot of the time, I have to work Sundays, and so as long as I can slot in on a Sunday, then yeah, great fun indeed.
no doubt I'll interview you again in 6 months from now when the radio station's going really well. In fact, I keep saying radio station. Technically, I suppose it is a radio station, internet radio.
Yes, I think so. I mean, I think what is radio? It's just different ways of streaming, isn't it? But I think everybody will understand what that means. It's going to be a nice potpourri of different programming, audio programming, which I fervently believe that audio is stronger than video despite my profession, because people can use their imagination and they can, nothing you can put on television quite matches what people imagine in their own heads. And so I'm a great fan, great radio fan.
And finally, a quick plug for Panto this year at Southport Theatre.
Yes. And apparently, if anybody wants to come and see my twanky, then it will be on the show between, I think, the 7th of December and the 3rd of January. It's the first time I put a frock on, apparently, for quite some years. It's the first time I've done twanky since 1999, so it's going to be a bit of a shock. I tried the frocks on, they all look absolutely gorgeous, so please come along.
You don't have to get digs to do either. You can.
Do you know what? I'm so lazy at Christmas. This is I've been offered pantos down south and all over the place, and I can't do them because my children are all grown up now. But it's a Christmas thing. So, it's a mile and a half from my house, and I will certainly be exploiting that to the full. Looking forward to it.
David, thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's your show going to be?
Oh, well, it looks like I might be doing 2 shows. The 80s, the music, all the stuff that I love, the party stuff. And a very serious one, which is dealing with different problems that are in life today. Maybe a little bit like a problem page show. I'm looking at maybe dealing with the Samaritans even. And also I've got some guests coming in. I've got a guest who's gone through cancer and come out the other end and how they're dealing with it. So it's going to be quite a serious show. But it's also going to be for people who want to maybe get involved and phone up and tell us what their problem is and things like that. A bit like Kelsey Grammer, I'm listening.
I'm going to invite a proper presenter to present with me this time. If I can find one, I was thinking of Russ or Dave, but someone who can.
Assume it's no one below the age or no one over the age of 30.
No, absolutely. No one who's got their own colostomy bag. It's got to be someone who's a bit younger. Hello? Oh, in actual fact, I might invite this gentleman here.
I'm 15. I can do live radio.
And his name's David Lewis Richardson. And he's very experienced. Shoplifter.
Are you glad to see Mighty Radio back on the air?
Absolutely. It's about time. We've been waiting for this for a very, very long time, and we're absolutely over the moon because it allows us to show off. Sorry, did you want to say something? No. It allows us to show off in the way that we best know how. You do want to say something, don't you? You really do. Go on. I'm dying to say something. We're absolutely over the moon. We really are. We can't wait. Saturday.
I don't want to alarm you, or make you jealous, but I interviewed Dave before in the studio. I think it was a half-hour interview.
It was a very good interview, and I was much better than Sean is now.
You never mentioned Sean, though, did you, in the interview?
I didn't mention Sean in the interview because I don't know how to break it to him, and it seems a shame to do it live on television here, but he's not in the show. I had to learn somehow.
People keep asking me, Sean who? They keep saying, who is he?
Precisely. That's the problem I've had. They've said, David, your show is fantastic. Who's the idiot on it?
I think I need to see the director of this radio station because in actual fact I was invited first, if you remember rightly.
Yeah.
You were stood in the background like a janitor when I was begged to come on and be interviewed for my books.
As I see it, you were sort of the chicken to my egg.
So this is where the presenters sit. That's where the guests will sit. Do you want to just show me the rest of the studio? What have we got?
Yeah, we have the PCs will do the social networking, which aren't on at the moment, but they'll look after the social networking side and the email side. We have a playout system that will control the radio station, and then CD players that will control like specialty shows and so forth. And then we have the clever technology that sorts out the microphones.
And the rest of the studio, just want to show me that?
The rest of the studio, this is where guests will sit and where we'll take interviews from the microphones. That's just a TV screen at the moment. We can see what's playing on the radio station. And then over here, we have the show prep where the radio presenters will do their shows if they need to print stuff off or do any show prep before they go live on the radio.
It's good, isn't it? It's got a nice feel about it, and it's cosy without being overbearing or...
Yeah.
In other words, it's a friendly place to be, I reckon.
Yeah, it's homely, but it's what comes out the output of the radio station that's most important. What people see and hear is great, but it's what comes out of the radio.
Do I see a kitchen down there as well? Our own kitchen.
And we have a toilet as well.
It's going to be good. Thanks very much for the tour.
No problem, Martin.
Are you guys looking forward to the return of your show?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We had so much fun last time it was on.
Just remind us, what's the show called?
The show's called We're Not Richard and Judy. So I'm not Richard and he's not Judy. Don't look at me like that.
What sort of music do you play, or what style?
What we like to call it is totally self-indulgence. So it can be anything from Josh Groban to Status Quo. It doesn't matter. It's what our musical tastes are, and also we encourage the listeners to give us requests, and if we can accommodate, then we'll play it on for them within reason. We don't play any modern stuff because you can see by our age that we were born in the 90s, the pair of us, weren't we?
And do you two get on well together?
Do we get on well together?
We sleep together every night, Martin. We're a couple.
I was thinking more professionally.
Oh no, professionally we fight like cat and dog, and that's the whole point of the show. It's a typical. I'll give you an example. Last time we were on, we got an email saying I was rather sexist towards my wife, and she just laughed.
He's a big softie, really.
There's Dave going past behind you.
Yeah, I'm hiding my picture as well.
I wish you well with the show.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Martin. Thanks very much.
And you very kindly invited Live Sounds to come back into the schedule.
I don't think we could have done it without something like Live Sounds. There has to be something back in the community, something local, and the fact that, you know, with your own show, Martin, bringing Live Sounds back, bringing local artists back, and giving people a chance to listen to them, it's excellent, and it's excellent for them to be able to showcase, you know, their values.
So your show's going to do it's a rock show you're doing.
Yeah, a bit of rock and roll. What I will do is I'm going to throw rock and roll in, but first of all I want to start with like rockabilly music. So everyone goes Bill Haley and the Comets, but it used to be Bill Haley and the Saddlemen. So where did he make the change? Why did he make the change? What was the time and dates? Find out all this and everything. Get some good knowledge behind it, and hopefully put a damn good show on.
What time of the week? What time of the day would it be?
Yeah, I don't know.
What will it be called?
I think I'm just going to start the show by going, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Mark Anthony, and I'm the King Rocker. Straight into a song, straight into one. After the song's finished, I'd just go, that was written by so-and-so, whoever, and the man who made all the money out of it was Elvis Presley. Well, it's like Blue Suede Shoes. That was Carl Perkins. Carl Perkins made a lot of money out of a song he never sung a lot of, where Elvis Presley made it a massive hit globally, and it was Carl Perkins who wrote it and sung it. So it'll be good. Looking forward to it.
Do you get the buzz that everyone gets when they do live radio?
Yeah, it is. It's great. It really is, because it's all of a sudden it's like if you do. It's like if you were an actor, and so now you're on stage. But as soon as you take that first step, you're a different person. Now you've got to entertain. So looking forward to it, yeah.
Look forward to it anyway.
Thank you very much.
Here we go. I've already interviewed Karen. So have you enjoyed tonight?
I've really enjoyed tonight. It's been very interesting, yes.
You're doing a punk show, aren't you? Punk rock.
Punk and avant-garde, hopefully, with Mark Gregson. It's actually really Mark's show, and he originally, in the old Mighty FM, it was Mark's show, and he invited me on just to help him out, and then it took off as a two-header. Yeah.
Are you getting the buzz yet from the radio station that when you do something live, you know it's quite close?
Yeah, well, I'm very impressed with the studio. It's very, very impressive. And meeting everyone here tonight and being around everyone and hearing everyone's ideas is very...
I'm told this is your show, the punk show.
It's our show, yeah. Mine and Jill's, yeah. We've and avant-garde, apparently.
Why is your show going to be different to other shows?
Well, simply by the format. It's punk. It's something that me and Jill grew up many years ago loving, and it's what we know, it's what we love, so why not?
Any idea yet what night of the week or what day?
Yeah, I've just been speaking to Trevor, and Jill doesn't know this yet, but we're going for Thursday night, and he doesn't want shows past 10 o'clock, so we've got 7 till 10.
You'll be the night after Live Sounds. I'm doing 7 till 10 on a Wednesday, Live Sounds.
Yeah, well, we're the following night, yes, so...
You can advertise us.
You tell me what you want me to say, and I'll plug your show the following night.
That's it. Plug away. Yeah, so looking forward to it. Can't wait to get back. It's been too long, hasn't it? Been itching for this. And hopefully we'll be able to pull in listeners from Liverpool. I think.
Thank you very much.
We set up a web page because there used to be a club in Southport called Sam Magus that we used to go to in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, like a punk new wave club, and we set up a Sam Magus Facebook site, and we got lots and lots of people on that, and they all listened to our show, and we were very proud last year. Our furthest away listener is in Japan, so he used to listen on his way into work in Japan and message us and say, I'm listening to Mighty FM. Yeah, Australia as well. Yeah.
Excellent.
No, we've emigrated, and we're on the Eric's page as well, aren't we? Which is obviously the Eric's Club. So that's got a couple of thousand members, hasn't it? So, we hope to pull in some of them, hopefully.
The main thing is it's going to be fun for everybody.
Oh, we're going to have fun, aren't we?
How long are you going to give yourselves before you decide whether it's been a success or not? Are you looking at the next 12 months, 2 years, 5 years?
Well, as Dave mentioned before, and we were talking about the technology, I think the next move now is there doesn't seem to be an FM frequency available for the foreseeable future, which we've thought long and hard about this. And because of that technology moving on so fast, Dave mentioned cars, you've got Bluetooth in cars, now you can pair it up to your mobile device. I see FM probably fading away. It'll probably be 8 to 10 years or something like that. So, Ofcom are running some small-scale tests at the moment on DAB, small-scale DAB tests throughout the country, and they're going to make it more affordable for people, community stations like us, to be able to go on DAB, to go digital. So we've got to, look at that and see if that is right for us and affordable at the end of the day. So that's a possibility, and Ofcom have mentioned that they may do a final round for the FM frequencies if there is one available, and of course we would probably put
we will be
one
ready
more
for that as well. Our application will be ready. It is already ready, so if that does come back to the table, then we will be going for that, and I believe we'll be successful with that. We've got the experience that's needed. But in response to your question, I don't think there is a limit. I would certainly think that in the next 2 years, it'll all be about building the name, getting it out there so people are tuning in. We'll work out then, how broad is our listenership. We're always going to be reviewing it. As I said before, we're lucky we've got some real technical people on board that can assist us with everything. So where we need to upgrade, where we need to change, we've got that to do immediately. And we've got the people on board. So it's going to be good. It's really going to be fresh. Going back to the people that like to knock local radio, there are people out there and they've got the right to say what they say, but they will find that Mighty FM has become tight, become professional, and it's going to give something back to Southport, which it needs. It needs a radio station in Southport, and Mighty Radio is what it's going to get.
Tight, professional, but still with a sense of humour, I hope.
Oh yeah, the fun won't be taken out of the radio because, that's what it's all about. That's why we're here tonight. We've got all the presenters here. We're going to have a good chat with them about what we're looking for in the future and what we want out of them. But we still want them to have their freedom where we have specialist shows. We can't have it where they can't enjoy it because these people are putting a lot of time and effort in to come and work with us. But we will run it. Every show will be produced. Every show will have access to research, all the equipment, all the media. Everything will be there for them where they've not had that before. So they've got the backup and the support of not just me and Trev, but the other people that are in the team as well. Everyone will help each other out for the main reason of making this successful. If it was going to be half-heartedly done, it will never work. But this will work.
Yeah, good.
That's a good speech there.
Oh, excellent.
Can you play that?
Anyway, Trevor, Dave, I wish you both and everybody else at Mighty Radio Southport every success for the future.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Martin. See you soon.